Hi, my name is Allison Moit, and I'm the director of Jekyll and Hyde here at Peoria Players Theater. You are not going to want to miss this show. The music, the orchestra, the costumes, the props, every aspect of this show has been curated by a group of people who would tell you that this show is on their bucket list of shows to do. I chose to do this show because of the music. I first heard it back in 1990, and then there have been reinventions of this piece for the last 30 years. And with each reinvention, it just gets better and better. And so I lived with this music back when I was in high school. And now as an adult woman, I get to bring this to life at the Peoria Players stage.
Hi, my name is Dan Olson. I am playing Henry Jekyll and Edward Hyde in Peoria Players theater production of Jekyll and Hyde. I am incredibly excited to be playing this role. It's a dream role of mine. I've been thinking about this one for 20 plus years. This is my first production back at Peoria Players since 2002, I believe was my last production here. So well over 20 years as well since I've performed at Peoria Players Theater, and definitely the largest role I have taken on both here at Peoria Players and just in general.
We have a phenomenal cast, and I first have to talk about Dan Olson, who is phenomenal. He's a pro. I mean, you're going to come, you're going to see him, and you're going to think that you definitely are not in Peoria. You're also going to hear Ava Stovall, whose vocals are impeccable, and Shireen Bannigan, who is also phenomenal. She's from Bloomington. She's come all the way over here to play the role of Lucy, and she's amazing. But I also have to give a shout out to Jake Van Horn, who is the assistant director, but who really has brought everything that you will see, he has brought to this stage. I was not originally the director of this show. I was originally the music director and stepped in when our director had to bow out because he had to move across the country. And so Jake has stepped up and has gone above and beyond with this show. You can just tell with the way that he loves it. He loves theater, and he's so incredibly professional.
Hi, my name is Jake Van Horn, and I was the assistant director and also played John Utterson in Peoria Players' production of Jekyll and Hyde. My character is John Utterson, and in the original book, he's actually sort of the main character. He is Jekyll's best friend and also lawyer, and he's trying to figure out what happened to his friend. So in the musical, he's kind of Jekyll's voice of reason, trying to understand what's happening to him and trying to be as good a friend as possible as the show gets darker and darker. The show opens, we see Jekyll visiting his father, who has been committed to an insane asylum. And the show itself takes place in London during the 1880s, and our music does a phenomenal job of showing this backdrop of every social problem that's happening in London at this time, whether it's the class war, poverty, alcoholism, crime rate. And Jekyll believes he can solve all of these problems through understanding the idea of duality in mankind, good and evil. And as you probably know, he creates a formula that he thinks can separate a person's good side from their evil side. And the hope is that this formula will save his city, his father, and ultimately himself. Of course, being Jekyll and Hyde, that is not what happens. Instead, his evil side takes over his body, becomes the alter ego Edward Hyde, and terrorizes London. This is a very, very famous score with so many memorable songs. My personal favorite is in Act 2. It's called Dangerous Game. It is a duet between Edward Hyde and a character, Lucy, who is both Jekyll and Hyde's love interest, and they're singing about their relationship. And this song, for me, really represents what the entire show is, which is this mixture of the horror and romance and social dramas, and all those elements are in this song. It's scary, it's romantic, there's some really wonderful lights that happen during the song. That has always been my favorite song in the show, and it remains so today.
This show is so much fun, but it's also pretty dark. I mean, it's perfect for October season. You know, we've been working with some blood packs. We've been working with lots of fighting, and we have a fight choreographer who's been working with the fight scenes. This is perfect for spooky season, but also it touches on some serious issues, class disparity, mental illness. It brings up ideas that we still struggle with today that they were struggling with in Victorian England.
It is incredibly fun, incredibly rewarding, and also incredibly challenging to be taking on two very different, polar opposite roles. But I am enjoying it, and I hope that you will enjoy it as well. You won't want to miss it. We'll save some of the secrets as far as the transformation and the differences in those characters. We'll save those surprises for you when you catch Jekyll and Hyde at Peoria Players Theater.
Thanks for watching the ExplorePeoria.com Entertainment Report. Please share this video on your Facebook timeline. Make sure to check out the ExplorePeoria.com events calendar, a comprehensive listing of events in the Peoria area. Plus, make sure to sign up for our free weekly e-newsletter.
Anything you need to know, and the only site you need to go, ExplorePeoria.com.